Oh, hello everyone. Sorry. Yeah, hi everyone. So, welcome to the first episode of Wildcard. Today we are going to be kind of experiencing everything that I've been working on. I forgot to unmute my mic. So, hello everyone. But yeah, so welcome to the first episode of Wildcard. Who do we have in the chat? We have Totter, Leaf, Silver Fox, Seth, Philly Sports, Eddie, Andrea, Vicky. How's everyone doing? How's everyone today? Who else am I missing? Who do we got? Carol. I already said Leslie. And a few other people. Sorry if I missed your name. But yeah, how's everyone doing? So, welcome. Today is the very first episode of Wildcard. So, yeah. Sorry about that. I literally just forgot to unmute my mic. But yeah, so how's everyone doing? So today, we are going to be doing the very first episode of Wildcard live, and then we are going to be probably splitting up the episodes into my traditional time-lapse format, the kind of Roger Williams, Mystic, Atlas style, where, each episode's going to be, time-lapse with a commentary, yada, yada, yada. But, yeah, so for those who aren't aware what Wildcard is a series where basically I get a random animal and a random theme, and I have to make the habitat no matter what. So I have a whole list of animals, every animal in the game, and then there's a 1 out of 45%. I couldn't do 1 in 5. So 1 in like 5.5 chance of getting a wild card, which would be a modded animal. So the first episode, I've already ran the numbers. So I have my buddy Tyler. You saw that beautiful intro and stuff. Let me just run it again because it's so good. So yeah, so that's the beautiful intro. My buddy Tyler made it. I added the dice because I'm a 3D guy, so I wanted to add the dice in and stuff. But we are going to be today working off of these lists. So these will be a nice fancy graphic in the final cut of the video and stuff. But right now I just use the randomizer. So here we have every animal in the game. And then, like I said, every, 5 and stuff, we have wild cards spread out, whatever. And so they are going to be the modded animal. But today, we are working on the West African lion. And then in our themes, here's a list of themes. And I'm going to ask you guys to, if you can, always try to come up with more themes and stuff. Because I want to, kind of expand this out. Right now, I have quite a bit. So today's theme is going to be an outdated lion enclosure. So I see. Enjoy your lurk, Drew. Thanks for stopping by the way. But yeah, we have a bunch of themes. We have Disney, Monument, Outback, a city, elevation, expensive, Madagascar, Congo, haunted. So all of these different themes are going to be paired with a random animal, and no matter what, you have to make a habitat off of that theme. So in this case, we are going to be making the a outdated lion enclosure. But as always, because I'm really scatterbrained right now because of the timing, we will show off our new mods, which this week is a interesting mod week for sure. Definitely not my usual. So the paleo nerds got to me, guys. They did it. They broke me down. I had someone be like, "You were the chosen one, Nick. You were supposed to destroy paleo nerds, not join them." But yeah, I did it. I joined them, and as you can see in the background, I really joined them. So this is my Colombian mammoth mod. So this is basically a mod of the Indian elephant, and it is a Colombian mammoth. If you're wondering why it's not fuzzy. But basically, they're kind of known for just having this interesting cranium shape and being super tall. You can't really see it when it's lying down, but yeah, they have really long front legs and they're really tall. And then obviously the giant you know, mammoth tusks that we're used to. This one just looks like he's dead. And then over here, we have the Godzilla mod. So, if you thought mammoths and what I'll get to in a minute were too far, here's Godzilla. I want to make him bigger. That's the only thing. I want him to move around, though. Because I originally used the elephant, and then I changed it to the king penguin so that it moves better and stuff. But, yeah. So, this is Godzilla. Okay. Or he's just gonna squat. Okay, if I give them, like, food and stuff, will they do something? Because they're all just hungry and thirsty, even though I turned off welfare, so they shouldn't even care. Because I turned off all the settings and stuff, so they shouldn't have any issues, yeah. Okay, well, I guess, you know, we just watch them dying over here. And over here's the T-Rex mod, which it turns into a cassowary when it's far away, because it's very, very early in process. But, yep, here's a T-Rex. They got to me. They made me make a T-Rex. I was in a call the other day, because I'm sure you guys want some updates on custom animals. And essentially what we did was we made the... we began work on the thylacine mod. I was in a call with Jesse for probably 3 hours or so on the other night. And we started work on the thylacine mod as a custom animal. So he got all of the preliminary stuff done. We got hashing and all the... I won't bore you guys with the details, but basically a lot of the really intricate data or hexadecimal databasing stuff and stuff for Cobra tools and Lua scripting and stuff. We got all that done, so all the boring stuff is out of the way. And so now we are going to be pretty much all set to make a creature. Which the plus is, I've recorded Jesse's process, so we're going to be able to, you know, I'll be able to kind of make custom animals on my own or whatever if I just follow his process. But the other good news is, even if I don't want to do that, I could essentially do what I'm already doing now where I'm replacing animals, but I can just replace his thylacine. So, as an example, I could just replace the thylacine with a black rhino, and that is totally possible. What's up, Miss Queen? How are you doing? So yeah, so that is the plan. Now, unfortunately, the other day he basically we got most of the way done. He ate some Subway at probably 11. Then his friend called him and said, "Oh, I have a question about schoolwork," and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's fine. I'll help you out quick. I'll be back in a few minutes, guys, and we can finish this mod." And he never came back. But I stayed up till 5 a.m. and then I was talking with Siaka and stuff, who is a pretty well-known Jurassic World Evolutions modder. He actually made a Columbian mammoth for JWE, and now he's working on PK. So he's actually unofficially, like, I guess he can't really say what he's working on, but he is helping with PK. Which, speaking of PK, that's another thing I wanted to talk about. We got news, I basically polled you guys and said, hey, what do you guys want me to do? Do you want me to work on, or cover PK and stuff? And the overwhelming majority of you really want me to cover Prehistoric Kingdom. So I will be doing the, you know, standard Prehistoric Kingdom news updates and stuff. I actually really want to update. I want to do some videos on Simply Zoo, because I'm really interested in Simply Zoo as a concept. PK I'm excited for, but not nearly as much as Simply Zoo, which is weird to me. But I do want to cover Prehistoric Kingdom, everyone else's. But I want to do it like in a way that isn't just the stereotypical, like, hey, we're going to cover the devlog for January, like everyone else has already done. I want to like kind of have my own spin on Prehistoric Kingdom news so that it's not just the standard stuff. But yeah. So, I am not abandoning Planet Zoo, though. I will say that right now. I am not abandoning Planet Zoo. I have too much fun with this game. And speaking of, if anyone caught Estan Wolf's stream last night, he's been blowing me away with what he's been doing with Atlas Park. So, I'm very excited to have him and Drew on Atlas Park working on, and so this is the kind of first look at the next mod we are going to be having there. I know, like, SA was like, yeah, he's probably going to have something really boring in this exhibit or whatever. And no, far from it. It's a cosmic rainbow ram. So I was asking people in his chat, like, hey, what were you, like, you know, what did you want the ram color to be? And then I think bold was the one that was like, make it purple and sparkly. And I was like, that was probably a joke, but I'm like, you know what, why not? So I took the sparkle idea and just turned it into literally like a galaxy ram. So yeah, I think this is gonna be, you know, kind of fun. I really like this idea. And then I also have Ratatasker, who is going to be like a electric wood squirrel. This is a screenshot of what Planet Zoo was meant to be, isn't it? Just T-Rex, Mammoth, Godzilla, and a cosmic ram. It's honestly like kind of like crazy because yeah, I've been really delving into the fantasy mythical creature thing. Like I said, the T-Rex is kind of, it's very early into development, so it's proof of concepts that a T-Rex can be added to Planet Zoo, but definitely, you know, obviously you have some deformations and stuff I have to fix. Colombian Mammoth, though, is available. Oh, the other thing I want to mention is I had someone on my server actually do another commission, so let me show that off. It is the Syrian brown bear. So, because it was a relatively simple mod, I just used the Himalayan brown bear, I decided to do the male and female for this one. I could probably do the baby, too, because it wouldn't be too hard. But this is the Syrian brown bear. So, it's basically just the Himalayan brown bear. It's got fuzzier ears, bigger claws, obviously this lighter skin tone and stuff. So for those who, you know, if you were wondering, oh my god, you're drifting further and further away from realistic animals, I am still making them. So here's the Syrian brown bear, if people would like. Because as a side note, I will say there's an awful lot of paleo nerds invading Planet Zoo modding right now. I checked the official like Frontier modding Discord and stuff. Literally thousands of messages. There's one person that's literally flooding the chat with paleo mods, and it's insane. So like, yeah, it's the paleo revolution is truly happening. But I actually like this bear. I didn't think I did at first because when this person like first asked like, hey, can you make a Syrian brown bear? I was like, what's the difference? It's just kind of, it's another, I do nothing. And but you know, he paid me, he donated through, you know, Discord or through my YouTube memberships. So I, you know, was like, okay, well, if you really want it, I'll make it for you. And I tried to make it as quality as possible. And so, you know, it's got darker eyes and fuzzier, and I made the legs slightly longer, and the claws are a bit longer and stuff than the Himalayan. And so I tried to make it as distinct from the Himalayan brown bear as possible. And weirdly enough, no triangles that I can notice, which is kind of a plus, because a lot of the new mods, we were trying to figure out why we're getting that triangle issue, and yeah, so we're gonna be cranking away at that to try to get that going. And then Godzilla, I'm going to be, oh, that's disturbing. Oh god, Zilla, just so yeah. These mods I like, or these mods over here I like. T-Rex is a bit wonky and Godzilla is a bit wonky. But in fairness, that's to be expected. Yeah, exactly what Silver Fox say. Like, as much as I like love suggestions and stuff, yeah, like I can only do so much. So, you know, I appreciate, you know, the feedback and wanting certain mods and stuff, and definitely, like, you know, there's other modders out there and stuff that are willing to take requests. So because like I'm always the busy bee of the mod community, Make the Godzilla dive. I can make him dive for you. Hold on. Because he does swim, because he's a penguin. Which is another kind of, you know... Oh, I also love this. I don't know if anyone else, like, is infatuated with this, but the fact that you can now just, like, terraform animals and stuff, and then it auto-boxes them. Because that is such a nice feature. So let's just make a pool. We'll sink all the other animals in. And then just fill this with water. And then hopefully Godzilla will dive. I hope so. Let's see if he'll dive. He moves super fast in the water. I don't know what's up with it, but like, yeah, they like go nuts. Okay, here we go. Or is he just drinking? I can't tell if he's trying to swim or drinking. Okay, he's swimming on the surface right now. There you go, hold on. There he goes. Godzilla versus Kong, oh god. This is Godzilla diving, everyone. This is what everyone's always wanted, right? Godzilla and Planet Zoo crashing into the walls and stuff. God. So, it's movie accurate. Oh, it's very movie accurate. Because that was sort of why I like the penguin idea, is everyone's like, Godzilla doesn't waddle, and I'm like, what do you call a man in a rubber suit? That's literally, like, what he does. That's what Godzilla's famous for, is being a guy in a rubber suit that can barely move. So, I think it works exceptionally well, relative. So, that is that for our... little introduction to mods and stuff for the week. Flying bears, you know, gotta love that. Flying bear mod confirmed. We'll just let him just float there for a second until the game registers, hey, wait a minute, bears don't fly. I'm just curious, how long is he gonna just float here? Up. Oh, that's interesting. This game really doesn't know what the hell to do with this bear. Alright, well, I'll see you, Wesley. Thanks for dropping by. Because let's actually get us started with Wildcard. Because I think it is about that time. Release to Wild, sure. Send Trade Center, move. Okay. It just doesn't want to do anything, apparently. Send to Trade Center. I knew I shouldn't have done this. I'm honestly just going to make a brand new map. Yeah, I'm just going to make a brand new map, because this one's basically just a mess. Hello, Crocs. How you doing today? Welcome to the stream. So today, let us do our usual. So temperate, North America, create zoo... So let's go. So we're going for an outdated lion enclosure. Not one of the craziest themes. That's probably been done before. But I think I can probably make it an interesting twist. Because I kind of want to like do like one of those kind of old style lion houses attached to like kind of like a concrete faux rock mess. And make it super small, because if it's an outdated enclosure, it's got to be small. Thank you, Miss Queen. I appreciate the donation so much. Thank you for dropping by and being generous as always. I appreciate your support extremely. And, yeah, thank you. So, let's see. We need an option to just literally just do the default, you know, stuff. Like, you know, just make... I think I was talking with Crocs about this yesterday. We just need a setting that can just auto change some stuff. So let's just kind of get started with actually building in Wildcard. So, let's see. I might want to get some concept art in truth, or like kind of inspiration. But if it's an outdated lion enclosure, there's a fair chance it's gonna need a trench. So let's start with a trench, because usually that's what they do, is some sort of concrete trench or something, and then like a lion house in the back or something. Ooh, or should I make it like... Ooh, that could be a cool idea. Never mind. I hate my trench idea. I just had a cool idea. I want to make the old school Bronx Zoo lion house. Where it's like an indoor, you know, just chain bar enclosure, you know. Yeah, I definitely want to do something like that. So we're going to use the classic theme. So let's see. Classic. Where are you? Classic. Do I want it brick? I kind of want it to be like the Bronx Zoo lion house, so I think what I want to do is use limestone, or maybe painted brick. I guess it is brick. I guess it is normal brick. So let's use that. So we'll just start building this, I suppose. So I only really have to accommodate lions. I could maybe kind of extend this into just lions and tigers or something. But the idea here is to make it very outdated. So let's just say... And I don't want to go crazy like making the building super huge and elaborate and stuff, but I definitely want some level of... So let's maybe do something like... Because I might just extend this to be lions and tigers. But yeah, let's try that out. Because let's just sort of... Because this is sort of just how they looked. It was just rows of big cat enclosures. Just all next to each other in single file. So let's just start off like that. And then we will kind of extend this into something else. So if we do this, right, you can just get a general idea. I'm really stuffy today. I don't know why. Ugh. Yeah, I'm really stuffy. Yeah, so do I want... Okay, yeah, so this is a case of I'm going to give the guests more space than the animals. Like, they're going to have a wider kind of maneuverability area than the actual lions will. So if I do that... Just trying to get everything in order. So if I do that, so you walk in here, and then lions, some other big cat, some other big cat, and some other big cat. And I think that's what we'll do. And so this is going to be obviously a very compact enclosure and stuff. And so we need some arches because the old Bronx Zoo lion house had some arches going for it. So we'll start off by doing something like this. And then we'll probably get some pillars or something going. This is weird using the actual, like, classic theme and stuff the way it was intended. Because I don't think anyone does that really anymore. You know what I will use, though, is I have some... I made for Atlas Park some Greek pillars, and I sort of want to include these. Because we're going to make it just a really nice outside and then just a terrible inside. Because that's sort of the idea for like these older enclosures and stuff. Because I want it to be really outdated. Like just like a really, really old zoo. So let's try something sort of like that. And then, let's see. If I do something like this, I could just get some trim and stuff on the actual sides of the walls. And I don't know, do you guys think I should make this functional? So should I have it so that it has like paths going through and stuff? Because it's going to be a habitat at the end of the day. So obviously I don't think it's really all that necessary. But we'll have to see. Alright, thanks for dropping by just that, though. I appreciate it. I've grown to love the red. I love the red brick as well, Miss Queen. Like, it's just probably one of my... I love the classic zoo look. Because obviously around here, you know, all of our zoos are super old. Roger Williams is the 3rd oldest in the world. The Bronx Zoo's, like, easily in the top 10. We have just, you know... So a lot of our zoos are very, very old and kind of based off of like the European style of zoo a bit. And so a lot of them have these kind of like red bricks inside of them and stuff. And I really like that about them. So let's just kind of do this. I don't even know if this is how the piece is intended to be used, but this is how I'm using it. So I sort of want to do something like this, because the Bronx Zoo buttresses out a bit, sort of like so, where it like comes out or whatever in tiers. So if I just kind of imitate that a bit, I think we should have something, you know, pretty decent. And just for now, I think what I really want to focus on, because, you know, I could decorate the entire sides of the building and stuff all day, but I really want to get a nice front to the building. Because once I get the front, you know, the rest is just going to kind of fall into place. So I really want to try to get that working. Now I have the hiccups. What's wrong? Everything is just crazy. What's up? I'm trying to catch up in the chat. Just trying to listen in the background? Yeah, that's no issue. What is that piece that I used for the Marco Polo trail? There was a piece I used in the Marco Polo trail of Roger Williams that I'm trying to remember that was like a, it was used for like siding of buildings and stuff. Oh, this actually works really well. I really like this. So if I do something like that, look at this, I'm actually using the pieces as intended. This is nuts. And then we can kind of... What is that piece called? This is what I was looking for. The corners. The corner... How do you pronounce that? I don't even know how you would say that, to be honest. But I can just kind of... Because this adds a lot of detailing to the sides of the buildings immediately. If you just do something like this. And it gives it that kind of really old classic look. And the other thing I want to include, since this is a lion house, I want to include the lion statues everywhere. What is your Discord link? Oh, give me a sec. I can probably send that over. My Discord link, I will post it in the chat. Invite people. Edit link. Max number of uses. No limit. Expires after never. Generate new link. Copy that. And then I can send that over. There you go. That's the Discord link. So if anyone wants to join, please join the Lion Rider Discord. We have a lot of fun times there. You can check out my mod updates and work on Roger Williams and stuff of that nature. And I lost my concept art. But yeah, so you know we have a jolly good time over there. Classic. So let's see. Whoa, this is a big piece. I'm wondering if it's too big. I think I can make this work if I support it with pillars. Like if this, or do I want a copper roof? I think I might want a copper roof. I do like this piece though. This is a cool piece. But I think for now, we're just gonna stick with this and just raise up the roof manually. So just kind of select all the walls and just raise them. Though I don't want the side, so because it needs to go up on the front but not on the sides. And then this would carry through over here. I'll probably add some like kind of bathrooms or something, and then some skylights. I'll just make the habitats equal, even though, you know, because I almost was debating like maybe have it so that the lions and tigers have big enclosures, and then let's say there's like a jaguar or something, and then that gets smaller space, like a jaguar and a snow leopard, and then they get smaller space. That could be a decent idea. And then suppose a lot of the buildings have this on the sides. Which, if anyone, you know, I know a lot of people already know this by now, but definitely look at reference images. Don't just start like building something without any idea what you're doing, because you definitely use reference or concept art and stuff, and you don't have to follow it exactly, but it definitely helps if you want to get stuff looking a certain way. Because I was always told this, like, it doesn't matter how many times you think you know something, there's a fairly good chance you could always improve something like that. So, like, as an example, I know a lot of people who are artists and stuff. This is such a big lion. I don't know if I like it. It's a little too big for my liking. But if I sink it in like that... I'll think about that. Maybe it can work. I'm not totally sure though. Do this, and then throw in that brick, and then this could maybe work. I'm not tossing it just yet, but we'll have to see. Because the other idea I had was using the other lion statues that are kind of, yeah, over here, and just sort of syncing them appropriately. Like if I do something along the lines of, oh, turn off angle snap. Something like sinking the head in or something. I'll have to see. I think for now it can stay, but don't be surprised if I get rid of that in the future. So let's also get the roof choice in place, because I want the copper roofs. As all good zoos have, copper. Because it means you're wealthy. And you're so wealthy that you still have the lions in a box. I think that was what was just so funny about like the Bronx Zoo in the past, is that they've always been a super wealthy zoo, and yet they never they never really were able to work it into their animals and stuff. Like back then they just built really nice houses, and then the animals kind of suffered due to this. So let's see. What kind of copper roof do I want on the sides over here? Corners. That's what I want. Also, I messed up the roof somewhere along the line. I don't know where or how, but I did. Copper, copper. Get your copper. So we'll throw that in. By the way, have you guys seen like Savannah's new series and stuff? Because that looked really cool. I want to see like everyone else's builds and stuff, because like hers was really cool, and I'm interested in like what Leaf and Drew and Thrive and who else is there? Estan and Zoofluencer. I want to see how they all did on each other's projects. Because, like, at first I thought it was going to be, like, a build-off series, which I sort of kind of want to make. Because that would be cool if you made, like, a content creator build-off. I tried doing that once within my own Discord. Now, the issue is everyone just... I had only one real person that was like committed to doing it, and then the rest were just kind of like, yeah, never mind. But I think, you know, if you could get a bunch of really committed people and stuff that would be willing to, like, you know, actually participate and stuff, you could have some really cool looking competition. Because I feel like that's sort of a thing, is like we're all sort of in minor competition with one another, like for content, but like that'd be just cool if it was like just straight up, because I would want to do it in categories. I like the way I would do it is I would do content creators, then I would do like what I consider like master builders, because I think like a Haribo, Drac, like Just Goron, like basically Bro Nation, like could have its own little, you know, crazy thing. P-Blade and Wyatt Andrews, and like, you know, like there's some crazy good builders out there, and like I just want to see them all like given the same prompt and like go head to head, and like, or even in like a time limit or something, because like, you know, maybe someone like, you know, Haribo, obviously, like, dude's insane. I don't know how long it takes him to build, though. And so, like, it'd be interesting to see, like, who some of the fastest builders are and stuff. Because I think that'd be really cool. Let's see. Sorry, just catching up in the chat. It's the first time they do something with Zoofluencer, isn't it? Totally looking forward to the series. Yeah, exactly. And I know, because I've talked to Thrive and stuff too, and like he's always said that too, that like, you know, he's like sometimes like felt left out and stuff of like the larger, the community at large and stuff. Oh, what am I doing? I knew I wanted this to be flat, and yet I just kept building higher and higher. I just kept building up and up and up. Because, yeah, I'd love to have, like, Thrive, you know, on, like, Atlas Park or something. Like, Atlas Park, I want to, like, find some people who, like, could make some really, really cool stuff. And people who are open to, like, you know, going a little bit crazier with the fantasy elements and stuff. Like, part of me is, like, maybe I should get, like, some of the people, on Bro Nation, like, in on it, just because they're so used to building hyper-realistic everything. Like, oh, we need a backstage area. It's like, no, you don't. You don't need a backstage area. The animals don't care. Look, it's, you know, this thing. And it's like, okay, you know. Because I think I definitely agreed with, like, Drew and stuff, where it's like, all us content creators get kind of zoo fatigue, and this goes for anything. Like, I'm sure when we eventually get the prehistoric kingdom and stuff, you're gonna see a lot of dinosaur fatigue and stuff, where people are gonna be like, yeah, I mean, you know, we've all seen the realistic Jurassic World evolutions T-Rex enclosure style thing, but it'd be cool if we had, you know, something else for a change and stuff. I'm sure you're gonna see that very, very early into Prehistoric Kingdom's lifespan, just because for creativity people, dinosaurs are very limiting. Because there's only, I think, 3 animals in the game, or 3 mammals, sorry, in the game, and 1, I guess, bird, you could say, and then the rest are dinosaurs, and dinosaurs are kind of all dinosaurs. Like, you know, there's not a ton of variety within them. Because I was saying this, like a Pseudoceratops, a Pachyrhinosaurus, and a Triceratops all have identical enclosures, you know. They're all from the Cretaceous period, ceratopsids, like, you're not going to get a ton of variety off of that. But, you know, I think mammals and stuff is sort of where you can definitely get some variety. I made my own fantasy creature called the Lava Rhino. A Lava Rhino would be really cool, actually. I want to see that, actually. Because, like, if you did what I did with, like, Fenrir, where it's, like, molten lava and stuff, like, coming out of it, that'd be really cool. I'd love to see something like that. What kind of brick? I guess this brick is fine. So, oh, that's kind of cool. So these actually, so the little things I have here, sort of, I'm gonna keep them here because they sort of work as benches. Like, even though I didn't intend for them to be benches, I think they sort of work as them, like, rather well. Like, maybe if I just, like, lift it up a little bit, like, now it's like a bench that you could have. And then you could come and see the lions and the tigers and whatever else I put in here. Everyone, vote only once, because I've said this in the past. Like, you know, I always ask people, hey, vote on this, and then, like, I just get one person spamming the same thing 50,000 times. So everyone gets one vote, but vote on what the other 3 big cats, other than the lions, should be. I'm assuming tigers are probably one of them, but you can choose, you know, Bengals or Siberian. And so vote now, because what are our options? Snow leopard, jaguar, cheetah. I'll count that. And a couple others, I think. What is there? Lion, tiger, jaguar, snow leopard, cheetah. I guess that is it. I was like, oh yeah, well, we have leopard. No, we don't. We don't have leopards. Well, what about, do we have, like a clouded leopard, or no? No, we don't. Okay. Well, okay, I guess we'll just do that. So, I'm liking this, liking how it's cheetah. Okay. We got 2 votes for cheetah. Bengals, Bengal tiger. Okay. I could definitely work with that. The trim on the side of the building, I still want to touch up. Every time I hear the North American music for Planet Zoo, it just makes me want to play Red Dead 2 again. It just reminds me so much of that game, and how much I loved it, and how many, like, hundreds of hours I probably put into it. Alright, let's catch up with the chat. What do we got? Cheetah, snow leopard, jaguar, Bengal tiger, Siberian tiger, Bengal tiger. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of lock in cheetah and Bengal tigers as 2 of them. And lion obviously is gonna be one of them. So now to count how many jaguars versus snow leopards. So, let's see. Snow leopard. Okay, so I think it might be jaguar. I think it's jaguars, cheetahs, lions, Bengal tigers. I think that's what we'll do. We're gonna do a cop-out and just do exclusively, like, like, Bengal tiger, Siberian tiger, Sumatran tiger? Like, something stupid like that. Concrete. Concrete flooring. Now it's concrete roofing. So we're going very, very outdated here. So let's raise it a little bit, just ever so slightly, so that it's in line with the floor. And then we are just gonna cover this whole base in concrete. Beautiful. I do hope we get cooler episodes of Wildcard in the future. Like this one's not bad. Like it'll be a nice, fun one-off build and stuff. But like I want to get to like some of the crazier stuff. Like I want to make like a desert polar bear habitat, or like, you know, make like if it was like Disney with any animal, you could get like really creative. Because I was saying, like, you don't have to even base it off of, like, well, you know, oh, there's no films based off of, you know, Indian rhinos or whatever. And then it's like, okay, well, you could do something like the Jungle Book with Favreau had, like, you know, rhinos and stuff like that. And so you could usually always, like, at first I pitched this idea to a few people, and they were saying how it wasn't a very good idea to do stuff, a theme like Disney, and I'm like, I don't know, I feel like it could definitely work. Are you a developer? Oh, oh, are you asking about Heather? Oh yeah, Heather is just kind of a famous moderator. She's very famous within the moderation side of the community, because she's a mod on pretty much everyone's mods and stuff, including, and I think she is a mod on the forums. But yeah, she's just very, very, very active as a moderator. Which, you know, to her credit, very, very good at moderating. And that's why I asked her, like, please, I need you and Silver Fox. You guys are the best. Because, yeah, you guys can be a little bit much sometimes. Not all of you. Some of you are well behaved, but others are, you guys need, you know, someone. Especially because I can't, you know, constantly be reading the chat and stuff, of course. So, let's see. What do I want to use as the bars of the thing? Classic. Does anyone know anything that's like a really good bar that they'll use occasionally? This could be interesting for lighting. If I almost want to like make it like a train station. Like if I just had like lights like this kind of throughout, and then just like benches on either side so you can like stop and look at the lions. I don't actually mind that all that much. What's up, Sawdust? How you doing? We're working on the first episode of Wildcard. So, it's a brand new series for my channel. And, yeah, we're, having some fun. Do I like the land? Probably not. Windows maybe on the sides of the building, I wouldn't mind, but I don't know about that. Let's use these windows. These are sort of like an elephant house window, but I think they work just fine. I'd like a smaller square window if possible, but that's just me nitpicky. And part of me is like, oh yeah, like just make it like the Bronx Zoo elephant house now. So let's see. What do we got? So let's just try to, yeah, let's design that a little bit. So, the thing about these kind of very ornate buildings is the fact that they're very, very ornate. So, what I'm gonna need to do is really kind of hone in on the different little details they have for like the limestone set and stuff. Bug house, so maybe, what do I want to do here? I'm trying to think. There's a lot of these like really nice decorative emblems and stuff, but I'm trying to think of how to incorporate them into the building. Because an idea I had before the aquatic update, I didn't think we could really do very many what's it called? Like reptile houses, but I noticed if you actually sink the caiman head into walls and stuff, you can get this kind of like classic look to it. Okay, this is gonna be tough because the lion head is sticking out just fine, but its tail also pokes out, so I'll have to cover that up creatively. So let's see. And why do we not have any, like, tiger statues? That's my only question. Like, we only have lions for some reason. See, weirdly enough, the tail sticking out like that doesn't bother me. Wait, I have an idea. So then if I took oh man. I was gonna say, if I could take the inverse of the lion. And maybe I still can. And like, if it's just oriented the right way, its face will just kind of overlap and look fine, but then the tail design will be on both sides. Maybe I could get away with something like that. Yeah, it's kinda interesting, not gonna lie. Yeah, something like that. I am a fast builder, yeah. I'm very fast at creating stuff. Which, by the way, side note, I needed to mention this. I'm gonna stop recording because I want to actually take some time to address this. Being like, I'm Sassy Nick today, not Sassy Drew anymore. I actually started a Teespring, if anyone would like. So I kind of followed in, you know, the steps of my other fellow content creator mentors like Drew and Estan, and I made a Teespring store. So if you go here, I've got a bunch of different designs. So you can get some Atlas Park, or a lot of Atlas Park merch. So if you want Atlas Park stuff, definitely you can get that logo on a shirt, a bag, stickers, phone case. Doubt you'll buy it, but you know, mugs. I know a lot of people want mugs. And I did talk to Silver Fox, because he's like, oh, the prices are a bit high. I'll probably lower the prices, because I'll look at whatever Drew and stuff had as far as pricing goes. I just went with the default Teespring pricing originally. But you can get your own Atlas Park mug, so that's a thing. We have Hambo. Everyone loves Hambo. So Jet Hambo was my very first video game that I ever made. So I have Hambo and the Adventures of Jet Hambo as a mug. Hambo stickers, if you want stickers. And then these two designs, the Created with the Formosan Black Bear and the When in Doubt East Asia Water Wheel, were kind of targeted towards my modding fans. So, because everyone always makes fun of the fact that whenever I don't know what to make a mod out of, I just always end up using the East Asian Water Wheel or Formosan Black Bear. So I thought those would be some fun little designs. So as you see, like, you know, the East Asia Water Wheel, it shows like all the stuff that I've attached to water wheels, like eagles and parrots and stingrays and sharks and fish. So it just, I thought that was like a cool idea. For that sort of thing. I do like the East Asia one. Again, I don't know how well a design like that, because it's extremely niche, would sell. But I think it is a cool design. And then the Created with the Formosan Black Bear, same idea. I wanted to go for like a more, like, something that you could wear that wasn't abruptly like, oh my god, look, I'm a fan of Nicholas Lion Rider or whatever. And, you know, it's just a design that, like, if you're just walking past someone, you'd just be like, oh yeah, it's just a bear or whatever. And, you know, they wouldn't understand what it's meaning, like, Created with the Formosan Black Bear. But, I thought that would be a cool little idea for, you know, a design and stuff. So, yeah, so if you guys want to, you know, support me in a way other than, you know, memberships and maybe get something in return, you know, that's physical, you can always get these. From what I've seen from Drew and Estan, everyone always says that the quality is really good from Teespring. So I'm definitely not really that worried about these. And so it was fun because I literally drafted all of these literally last night. I just made like all the designs available, and I'm gonna probably because weirdly, like, I kind of really like designing merchandise now. And so I want to make more. And so I'm thinking, and let me know if, you know, anyone has any, like, cool ideas and stuff. But I definitely want to maybe make a Reasons I Hate Peacocks t-shirt. And then I wanted to get another one that is Reasons I Hate Barbarossa. Like, so you have, like, kind of like the my rant, you know, shirt, and then Julie's rant shirt, and then it'll just be like, you know, everything, you know, the two animals that are definitely the ones that everyone hates on my channel, the peacock and the Barbarossa. So I was thinking of doing that. And debatably, I was also, like, being like, maybe I want to make a Babuwusa shirt or whatever as a joke or something, but I don't know about that. Because that was just such a stupid thing someone said. Ooh, it's a Babuwusa. Oh, God. But I'm trying to think of other things. Because the issue I had was, obviously my most popular series are Mystic and Roger Williams by a long shot. But unfortunately, since they're real zoos or zoo and aquarium, I can't make merchandise that, you know, is called Roger Williams Park Zoo or whatever, and use their logo and stuff. So I'm debating making some kind of, maybe at the end of the series, a shirt design that's something like RWPZ or something, because they can't really, you know, copyright the initials of the zoo, and make a design that has, like, you know, a lot of the famous animals in the zoo, like the African elephant, the giraffe, the zebra, cheetah, Aoudad, it's like seal, and I just basically make a cool design. And I want to get into wraparound designs. That's another thing that I was really intrigued by, because if anyone saw at the very beginning of the episode, I have all of these cards that I've designed for Wildcard. So each card is like a different animal and stuff. You can see the mess of different reference images and stuff I have on my desktop. But, you know, we have rhino and jaguar and stuff. And so each of these were a design. So I was debating doing some sort of wraparound design of all the cards or something. So, like, the whole shirt is just different cards with different animals. So that was another idea I had. But like I said, you know, just keep your eyes peeled. I'll let you guys know if, you know, I have any other new designs up and stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys like the shop. And like I said, I'm gonna probably drop the prices a bit, so that it's more, you know, reasonable if you're not really that, you know, financially, you know, well off or anything. And I think, because I know a lot of people like the mugs. People really like mugs, so I'm gonna probably make some mug designs and stuff like that. But you know, I think it sounds cool. So I'm in the works of, like, some cool things, and I want to get some merch that, you know, isn't super, like, some stuff that you can wear, because I think that's the issue. Is as much as I like the creator with the Formosan black bear and stuff, those are super niche themes and stuff. But as an example, like, I know Leaf is a fellow Rhode Islander. He could probably buy a shirt or whatever that is a Roger Williams themed shirt without it being blatantly Roger Williams or whatever. And so I think that would, like, at least a lot of my local people in New England and stuff could see that kind of appeal. So I want to get some stuff like that going. And then if in the future, like, I might just do some cool designs, because I'm an artist too and stuff. So I could just do, like, maybe just like a lion shirt or an elephant shirt, but make them, like, cool and stuff with, like, an interesting design and stuff. So I'm definitely interested in maybe doing something like that. So yeah, so, you know, that's my little side side tangent about, you know, making merch and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I hope you guys, you know, are, you know, like the designs that I made and stuff. And yeah, like I said, feel free to you know, if you'd like to support me, those are now available for you guys. Cuts to me into walking into Roger Williams and getting arrested for counterfeit merch. See, like, I think I could probably get it if I did RWPZ with the animals. I think you could get away with that, because you can't because it's not explicitly Roger Williams. But I'll have to see. Mystic's gonna be tougher. Mystic would have to be something a bit tougher. But I'm gonna try my best to get some stuff. I still don't know what I want to use for the poles. Like, I don't know what many people use as bars. Like, do I really want to use the primitive shape? Like, yeah, I probably do, actually, don't I? The primitive shape is pretty good. Let's see. So we'll do some bars. They do use RWPZ, that is true. I don't know if they have a trademark on that, though. They do. They have, like, they have RWPZ Zoo, I believe, which is funny because it's kind of an R, like, it's redundant because it's already the Z. But, I don't know. I'll have to see. Because, like I said, I want to... Roger Williams is obviously my biggest series and stuff, and so I need to I would think I'd want to represent it the best I can. The issue is just, unlike, you know, Stan and Drew have Suyana and Thornton Hill and Beyond Wolf and stuff that are their own themes, most of my stuff is recreation, so I can't just make merchandise that's directly exactly that. Like, oh, it's just Roger Williams Park Zoo merch. But, you know, fingers crossed I can probably get something. Or maybe I won't even write RWPZ or something, but I'll just have all the animals that are in Roger Williams, like, as a design. And, like, yeah, they can't stop me from doing that. Like, it's just, oh, it's just a bunch of animals. Coincidentally, you have all of them at the zoo. It's weird, right? And then who knows? Maybe I could just, like, open it up so that people saw it at the zoo and they're like, where'd you get that shirt design? It's awesome. It's like, oh, actually, this is a shirt I designed. It's you know, my Teespring. And I don't know. Who knows? Nick, any tips into getting anything to look aged in game? Aged. You can, like, as far as a mod goes, like making like mods that make animals look old, or are you talking about physical like props and stuff? Because in the case of props, fading stuff is very important. Making it more grayish brown, very important. Depending, you can get away with also adding ivy or something to the sides of it, and that could probably, you know, help out and stuff like that. And yeah, it just really depends. I think in a way you could also get away with, I think the painted brick has a more, like, instead of using like classic brick or something, you might be able to get away with like using painted brick and stuff, and you could get some different color variety in there. I haven't tested this, but you also might be able to get away with, I know the temple pieces have some ruins in them and stuff, and so if you just kind of sprinkled those throughout any kind of wall or something, it would probably look like it's a like crack in the plaster. So you could definitely try that out as well. So I hope any of that advice helps. I don't know if it's any useful, but, you know, I would try something like that, maybe. So let's add this here. Beautiful. I really do love the design of lion houses, even if it's not, you know, good for the animals. Then again, I also had, for Dracula Park Zoo, I made, like, a circus, like Ringling Brothers, like, cage, basically, for the tigers. So, that's another thing that, you know, could have probably been in the outdated category. So this is looking pretty good. I want to do something here. So many rusty pipes. Maybe chat with Nick for some cool monster design. Yeah, because I was like, now that Leaf is like kind of like one of the leading modders or whatever, which is funny. Like that's just how small the modding community was. Is the fact that someone who has 4 mods, I think like 4 or 5 mods, is now one of the top modders. Just simply because a lot of the old ones just unfortunately just like went away. They just stopped, you know, making content. Which is just a shame, because I want the game to be really good. And so we were talking about this catch-22, because as an example, it was like, okay, in order to get people to endorse modding and support modding and stuff, we need custom animals. But in order to inspire Jesse to get custom animals, we needed a demand from the community, which, you know, so it's like this weird situation where you can't get either, just because, unfortunately, you know, the community just doesn't really want to touch mods unless they're custom animals. Which I get, you know, I want them too. But, you just have to be patient. Though, some other really cool stuff is happening behind the scenes beyond custom animals. Like, as an example, if you ever wanted to, make new terrain tools for Planet Zoo, that's in the works. Inaki is, like, messing around with, making, like... Okay, this was a really cool thing he was mentioning. We could bring in JWE assets into Planet Zoo exactly as they are. So as an example, we could literally bring in actual dinosaurs, or like pterodactyls. If you wanted real aviaries, we could actually just bring in the pterodactyl with its functionality into Planet Zoo. And Inaki is working on that right now. And I think that's awesome, because, you know, even though we're just making fun of the East Asian wheel prop and stuff, if I don't have to use that and I can use an actual bird, even if, like, Frontier themselves don't add it or whatever, I could attach a parrot onto a pterodactyl and then make the aviary invisible, and then we literally have custom aviaries with free-flying birds, which is awesome. So don't count out modders just yet, just because, you know, things have been slow and stuff, because, again, we do this all for free. So every modder out there, you know, we're just taking the time out of our own days, and, like, you know, people like me and Jesse and stuff take donations, of course, to, like, you know, which, you know, obviously is always appreciated, but, like, the work we do beyond, you know, what you guys normally see and stuff is, like, crazy, because there's such cool stuff in the works behind the scenes. And so, yeah, like, I definitely, whenever people, like, talk about mods and they're kind of, like, in a negative light and stuff, or they make it seem like, oh, well, you know, that's cool, but it's not anything because it's just a replacement, or, oh, well, even with custom animals, it's not as good as Frontier. Trust me, a vibrant modding community is all you need to get amazing stuff. Like, look at what JW is a bare bones game, but they managed to make, you know, such crazy mods. They added fur shaders so that you can make mammoths with fur. They added feather shaders so that you can add dinosaurs with feathers. They have all the cool terrain tools right now already, where you can literally change the size of or like change the map size. So if I wanted to, I could make it so that once Inaki's done, I could build on that hill over there in the distance and stuff like that, which, you know, could be great, because then it also means that if you wanted a city skyline in the background or whatever, you could do that. So definitely there's some really, really cool stuff if people are, like, willing to, you know, just wait a little bit longer. And I get it. It's frustrating being like, well, you know, you said you'd get it by whatever. It's like, yep, stuff comes up, you know, we all have to live. Jesse has a full-time job and school. Hendrix has been... Hendrix and I worked on some tests, like I said yesterday, to get some... try to fix that triangle bug. And so, we're still looking into that. Unfortunately, we didn't get a solution. We think we know what is causing it, but we don't really know when it was found. Because the issue is, like, there's so many updates and stuff to the Cobra tools recently that it's hard to pinpoint what update to Cobra tools broke the prefabs and stuff that makes them have that kind of weird triangle pattern. But like I said, you know, we're looking into it. Hopefully we can get it looking good and stuff. In the meantime, I think the next mod I'm going to release early for my members is going to be the maned wolf, because, like I said, you know, I don't think it's really ready for the public due to the tail issue. However, obviously my members, you know, get early beta access to my mods and stuff, so I want to, you know, maybe give that to them, as well as maybe the Godzilla mod. You might get that as well early. But yeah, so definitely, you know, there's stuff on the horizon. But, you know, I'm trying. I tried to do my best to convey the state of modding to the community. Because I know a lot of people, like, you know, like Hendrix and Jesse and Inaki are rather quiet individuals. So, it's nice having, like, kind of ambassadors to the modding community and stuff, for the general populace. And I like to stay informed on a lot of stuff outside of modding as well. Because, like, it's to say, like, I'll just, like, mention something, like, you know, to Drew and Estan about, like, oh, yeah, you see what Simply Zoo did and stuff? And they're like, no. And I'm like, yeah, look, the African elephant was released today. And they're like, oh, that looks awesome. Which I will say that the Simply Zoo elephant looks gorgeous. I couldn't believe that an elephant that's that low res looks that good. It's insane to me. Like, it's such a good elephant. In other news, I actually started my own zoo game. I don't know if anyone has seen that on my Discord. I've started I haven't really. Well, I don't want to say I started. I picked back up my old zoo game that I started to make a while ago. I stopped developing it a bit because of Simply Zoo, but I was like, might as well, you know, work on it. So maybe I'll show that off at the end of the stream, what I have so far. It's very, very basic, though. I have one animal, which is the rhino, 4 fences, 3 paths, terrain editing, but you could only... there's a very basic flattened terrain function, and other than that, you can raise and lower hills. And then I also have... what's it called? Different, what was I gonna say? Drawing a blank here. Oh, I have FlexiColor in the game. And, the other thing is, you can, manipulate anything in the game to be scaled, moved, or rotated, like Planet Zoo. Well, except for the scaling. That I stole from PK. But, alright, I think this is good, so let's do this. So this backstage area right here is going to be just that. It's going to be a backstage area where I drop off the cages. So the doors to the habitats are going to be here. And then the keepers are going to drop them off behind this like little section, and I think that's the plan. Damn, you're doing it all. I mean, listen, I really love this community and I love the game and stuff, and so I try my best to do as much as I can. And Julie does hate that too, because I've like kind of treated this as my job, and it probably shouldn't be, because I just don't make enough money like off of, you know, donations and stuff as much as I'd like, which is understandable. Like, I only have like 1,000 subscribers or whatever, or I guess I'm closer to 2,000 now that I am to 1,000, but you know, other than doing like little side commissions and stuff, like, you know, it's obviously, I do a lot of work for this community, more than I probably should. But I have fun doing it, so that's the reason I do that. So let's see. Okay, so let's do the lions first. The stupid, what do they look like? They're like, I don't even know. Disney lions, because that's basically what they look like. They look like Mufasa, basically. So we'll throw that down first. So exhibit gate. Actually, let's use the glass one. I feel like everyone always uses the wooden one. Everyone forgets there's a glass one in the game. So let's do that. And then we can just kind of go around the building. Doesn't really need to be that perfect or anything. It'll have to be a little bit more precise over here as to not have them overlap with one another, but it won't be as bad. So if I do that, and then just move this, and then we'll connect it up. And then let's add a trade center and some lions, and then we will have our sort of first little area, first exhibit. So I think back then, let's see. But I did see that, Heather. That is funny. Let's see. West African lion. I'm thinking of just doing 2 male lions. I feel like that was a thing they did often back then. Is it would just be, and maybe this is even too big for a lion enclosure. I'll be honest, and I think it is. So I think what I'm gonna do is this. Because I think the lion enclosure is a little bit big. So we're just gonna kind of, there we go. This is perfect for the lions, right? And then no enrichment, because they never had enrichment, even back in the day. They never had hay or anything. What might they have had? I'm trying to think of, like, what can I give them for enrichment that isn't enrichment? They could have a food dish, and then maybe a water dish, water pipe, probably, yeah. Definitely an outdated lion enclosure, that's for sure. I'm looking up an old lion enclosure right now. Oh yeah, and then they had fake trees and stuff. Or like fake rocks, usually. So I could probably do something like this or something. Just something kind of really dumb. Like just a faux rock and a faux tree, and that's all they get. And I will say, most zoos didn't even have this. They just had the concrete. But, I'll at least give it to them. They at least deserve that much. Let me think. Yeah, that was pretty much it, I guess. So, I wish I could decorate it more. Like, I wish there was, like, something else I could really put in here. Oh, sorry, what's up, Heather? I saw you timed someone out. Was someone spamming? Because, yeah, that could be annoying. Of course, you gotta love Leaf. Everyone loves Leaf. Now let's see. Gotta work on this habitat. Not sure what I want to do yet, but that's the interesting part about like builds like this is I have to be creative with stuff. So this can be the tiger enclosure, and we said we're doing Bengal tigers. Have you watched Madagascar? I have watched Madagascar. That's actually one of the themes, too, is Madagascar, and it was based off the movie Madagascar, because I thought it'd be funny if I did roll Hippo plus Madagascar. It's like, we're doing DreamWorks Madagascar! I'm still new to it, quite enjoying it. Good way to keep up with the community. Buckle Handwriter at 1 a.m. Put a link up for your shop. Oh yeah, sure. Let me grab you the Teespring link. There you go. So if anyone would like to purchase anything, there you go. That's my Teespring link. Got some cool designs. I don't know what my favorite is. I think I really do like the East Asia prop wheel, but I know that's such a niche thing that not many people are going to use it. But I do really like that design. Let's see. Alright, see you, Sawdust. Thank you for dropping by, as always. Why is this not connecting? It's the only issue of like using like buildings like this is like they don't want to connect properly because they're not on a grid correctly, at least. So if I do that, come on, there you go. So this is gonna be the tigers. So tigers can go in there, and let's give them like a tire or something. Like even though like, you know, I don't even think, and for some reason the game always calls them tire with a TY. Oh, and one note I can use. Maybe I'll do something like this. I haven't made one of these in a bit. Like the old mosaics and stuff. Because that would be an outdated lion or a tiger enclosure type thing. So if I use these, get like a fake little wall or something. Because I haven't used these in a bit. And then let's just kind of trim up the top a little bit, make it more of a seamless transition. There we go. Greenish. There we go. That looks good now. And then I guess we could also throw in one more over here. So, or, ooh, do I want it to be like a bamboo forest? Because I have a bamboo one as well. And I think that could be good. Oh, the Planet Zoo music stopped. There we go. We'll get that playing again. Put the fake pool enrichment. Could do that. Could use that technique that everyone's using in the community lately where I use like the ice and stuff. Ice and like a particle effect to make it. Let's see. So, lake, mural. Where's the other one that I wanted? Bamboo forest mural. That's what I was looking for. Because I'm probably going to have to make a custom one for if I do the lions and stuff. Because what were the 3 animals that we settled on? It was jaguar, tiger, lion, cheetah, right? I think that was it. No snow leopards. Even though they'd probably be the one that makes the most sense indoors because they need a heater. Thank you, Julie. Thank you so much. Love you very much. That means she just got on break is what that means. Julie, I made a, I haven't even told her yet. I haven't even told her. I made a merch shop. Do you want me to make a Reasons I Hate Barbarossa shirt? What do you think of that idea? I don't know if she's gonna hang around, but I'm curious, because if she does that, that'd be great. Julie donates every stream. I love her so much, like, because she's extremely supportive. I can't ask for much in a partner, but I am glad she's supportive of my Planet Zoo endeavors. She's actually very supportive. Even when I played like Wizard 101, she was supportive of me, which is extremely surprising. Let's see. So I'm just gonna kind of modify some of these. Let's see. Because I think I'm gonna, even though this is sort of like a Asia theme, I kind of want to turn it into something else that's more like South America, like jungle or something. Let's see if I add enough, maybe like the palm trees or something. Or maybe I want to use the jungle instead. Yeah, so tell you what, instead of what I already have, this can be for the cheetahs, that's fine, but I want to make it so that they're more like acacia trees, so I'm just going to quickly do something like this. So these are going to be acacia trees now. And this can be a grassland, and then for the lions, since it's their episode, I'm gonna do a custom lion. So if I do this, we'll just add a little acacia tree or something, and then kind of go from there. So let's see, we'll go with that. That kind of gets us the branch color. Yeah, so just like a simple thing like that, just turns them into acacia trees. And then I just have to stretch it out so that it kind of like gets that umbrella shape. And then we'll be looking good. If I do this now. Make it that off green color that I had. And the goat signs and the yada yada yada. Alright, well, thank you for dropping by anyway, Julie. I appreciate you. So yeah, I'm giving him like all the, you know, modular set and stuff, and then he's just gonna kind of make his own petting zoo. Because I like that about my series and Just Goron's series, because, like, as an example, he did the same thing. He just worked on a playground, and so he just made the playground for the Beaksbergen or whatever, and then now he's just made it into a modular set for the community. And so it's the same thing for me, where, like, you know, I made a petting zoo pack, essentially, for Roger Williams, and now everyone's just going to use it to make petting zoos. Okay, this could be tougher than I thought, just because the doors are right next to each other, and that's going to be tough to orient. There we go. Please place correctly. Yes! That's great that I can do that. And now I have to get really weirdly creative with placing the barriers for... So this one's going to be the Jaguar. So for the Jaguar, do I want to use the, I think the jungle set that I made. Yeah, I know, just Goron's, like, playground looks awesome. And part of me is like, hey, listen, does anyone, because at this point I've kind of realized that I have most of Roger Williams done, and I'm totally fine working on the Wetlands Trail and the, obviously the rest of Face of the Rainforest to finish the series, but there's one thing that I kind of forgot that would kind of complete the zoo, and that's Hasbro's Our Big Backyard. Because it's a big playground. The one that I often rant about, because I don't really like the playground and how it sucked up most of the budget of Phase 2 of Phase 1 of the master plan. And so, probably the reason we're not getting stuff like tigers and stuff anytime soon. Because for some reason, zoos love to invest in playgrounds. So, I'm wondering if anyone wants to take that on, because I don't want to work on a playground. It's a very complicated one, too. And just, I wouldn't have fun with it, really. So, I'm kind of debating sending that off to someone else, but I'll have to see. We'll do one cheetah. What's the issue? Well, what's the issue? Of course. I hate, like, exhibits like this where I use exclusively null barriers, because then I can't tell where the issue lies. Is it literally just right here? It's just, like, the issue is the, like, very first barrier? Is that it? Is it fixed now? No. So... trying to get everything, so drag that, that's good, that's good, that's good, connected, 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 so it's here that's not connected. Oh, it's because I connected it to, and this is what I was saying is annoying about fences like this. So is it connected now, please? Multiple habitat gate. Why is this a thing? Who invented this? Where they're like, oh yeah, no, that can't work. Do you have any reference pics of it, Leaf? Literally, if you go on, because I was surprised about this too. I've never even been into it because I'm not a child anymore. And I don't have kids or anything. But there's, Google Earth, or Google Maps has a full walkthrough of it. So literally, they apparently did the full walkthrough of the entire playground. You can go inside the treehouse. You can look at it from every angle. It has everything all laid out. So Google Maps has the perfect reference of anything you would need for the entire area. And it hasn't changed. I've verified this. It hasn't changed at all since it first appeared on Google. So... if anyone wants, you know, I'm willing to, you know, toss that over, kind of like I did to Haribo for the administration building, because there's some stuff that, like, isn't interesting for me to work on. Like, I love working on habitats. I'm a zoo guy for the animals, and so it just, like, for me, I'm just, you know, I have little, especially it's not a particularly interesting playground either. It's not like I get to do the fun stuff like Just Goron did, where it's like custom slides and stuff. The majority of the Hasbro one is, I believe, like wood and swings and like tables and stuff. It's not really a big backyard, which is funny because it's the name of it. But yeah, so that's kind of the only shame. So can I place the cheetah in now? God, what is the issue? I hate little barriers. Does any other content... Actually, why am I asking? I know every other content creator has issues like this. I just want to make pretty stuff. I don't want it to be, you know, difficult just messing with it. So everything's highlighted. Okay. And then I need this connected to this. And then this needs to go here. This needs to go, I guess, here. And hopefully they don't go in that corner, or else it'll be like, oh no, they escaped. But, you know, wouldn't put it past the game. Trying to think back if like anyone had this much frustration playing Zoo Tycoon. Like I wonder if it's just because like Planet Zoo is a far more creative game that people just don't care or like have issues. Are you on Twitter? I am. I'm at Lion Rider King. I don't usually see, like, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, but they're sort of my personal slash like public, or like, I guess like business, if you want to say that, like Twitter and stuff. So I usually don't post Planet Zoo content all that much, but I've been trying to kind of accept the fact that, you know, like the majority of people probably follow me for Planet Zoo content now. So I've been trying to accommodate. Like I tweeted out today, like, hey, by the way, I'm working on this and stuff. So thank you, Wesley. I appreciate it. What I do not love is this barrier system. I want to like kind of even move the door if it makes it easier for me. Like if I just throw the door like on the side of here or something. Maybe this will work. Or I guess I can't. Yeah, I'm kind of realizing now I can't even do that, can I? Because I need it to go in here. Oh crap. That's not good. I mean, Leaf, if you're interested, well, put it this way, Leaf. You're also in Rhode Island. You can also do the crazy crap I do, where you just go and get reference photos. So if you are willing, I am willing to give you the entire strip. You can have the entire Big Backyard strip. I'm totally fine with that. Because I just want to do the Wetlands Trail. Because I want my Alan Sean Feinstein rant. And then I also want to just finish Faces. And then I sort of want to do the albino alligator habitat. So I might do that, and then I might toss it to you. Because I might just literally give you the map for, like, once I'm done with Faces of the Rainforest, give you the map for a little bit, and then you can just work on it, and then cool. Because literally the only thing I'll say is just I'm giving you the same kind of speech I gave Harbo, where it's like, just go for accuracy. So, you know, it needs to just be identifiable as whatever. And, because, yeah, I just had, like, I might have been interested in a little bit of it, like, a little bit of the playground and stuff, but certainly not all of it. Okay. New plan. This is such a pain. Here's what we're doing. This part of the lion house is going to be outdoors. So this part is, in order to get to the cheetah, you have to go all the way around the building. Just because that's... I'm done. To get cheetahs. To visit the one cheetah. This cheetah is crazy. This cheetah's a madman. Cheetah. He's gonna have a fire hose ball, and he'll get a scratching post. Because this one's this cheetah's nuts. You don't want to mess with this cheetah. This cheetah's killed like 6 men. Killed all the keepers. It was horrifying. Never seen anything like it. So, you know what? That's how it'll go. You can go into the, you know, vet station, drop off the cheetah, and that's that. So boy, that was fun, wasn't it? And then in that case, let's just kind of move this mural over a little bit. Delete this one, because we're going to have to make a door hole. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. I think I might be getting hangry because of the cheetah situation, but definitely good otherwise. I do hope the next episode of Wildcard's more fun, though. Because this one was just kind of like, yeah, I mean, it's... Like, I like decorated the outside of the building and stuff. It's now just... Because the indoor of the habitats is just kind of... I mean, this is cool. This is very cool-looking building and stuff. But, it does kind of look like a barn, though, from up top. I want to do a lot more detailing. It's been plenty fun. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty, you know, pretty good stream. I'll say that, you know. If I can, I want to copy the front of the building to the back of the building. Like, literally, if I just take all of this and just kind of work it in. So let's just delete all of this now. And we're just gonna kind of work the lion detail into there. And then I can get rid of the pathing because I don't need that. And delete that because I knew I would have duplicates. Something is off. I don't know what though. One of the things on the building is off. To have this issue, where like the wall isn't lining up. I think this side the wall isn't right. It needs to be flipped. All right. Well, thank you for joining, Leaf. I will see you, and I mean, I'll be honest, I'm going to be leaving very shortly as well. I know Drew's going to be streaming and stuff, and so I think everyone's probably going to be jumping from my stream to Drew's stream anyway, like especially like, you know, Heather and Silver Fox and stuff. They have to go moderate him. And I'm probably going to make some lunch because I'm very, very hungry, so I think that's my plan. But yeah, that's good. Thank you, Miss Queen. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Again, you're always so kind. So generous. But yeah, thank you so much. So, yeah. I gotta say about all the new paleo mods, they just need to pick actual good animals and not a giant tiger. Yeah, I did see that today, that someone literally did another tiger. Yeah, thank you so much, Miss Queen. I do appreciate it. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? I'm wondering if I want it open like this. Maybe, just maybe, I can get the jaguar done within the next 5 minutes. Habitat speedrun. Here we go. Okay. They live in the Amazon jungle. Cool. You get to use this one that I made a while ago. So, jungle, that looks good, that looks good. I like the idea of like almost like the jaguar just getting like potted plants or something. Like, literally, if he's just able to climb up a log or something. When do we get this, by the way? Have we always had a log in the game? I feel like this is new. Have we really always had this log? Am I actually crazy? Like, I feel like we didn't have this. Like, this kind of greenish texture. So maybe we'll use the excuse that, like, the jaguar gets a more exotic habitat because it's, you know, like, oh, it's a jaguar, you know, it's rare or something. So it's kind of getting, like, Capron Park style rocks and stuff. And maybe I'll add them to the lion enclosure as well. Maybe I'll base it off of Capron Park's design, where they get rocks, but they're like reddish. Because Capron Park has, like, if anyone's not been there, it's this, like, got this, like, gross off red color to their, like, to the lion exhibit. Because it is a, like, you want to talk about an outdated lion exhibit, Capron Park. That's very, very outdated. And so they have, like, this, like, kind of, like, gross lion texture to them. Then, like, yeah, it's not good. And then let's add some plants. They don't have to be anything crazy, but yep. Yeah, another Drew Street. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be calling it quits in a second anyway. So I will be probably joining you guys if anyone's heading over there. I'm probably gonna chow down on some food and watch Thornton Hill. So. Jaguar. They get a cardboard box. As always, they get a water fountain, water spout, and they get a food dish, wherever that is. Food dish. Wait, oh, I didn't know. Did anyone know that? That apparently the Jaguars can use the jetties? Because I didn't know that. But apparently that's a case. So if anyone ever wanted to, I guess the Jaguars can use the jetties as bedding. So let's see, Jaguar, I'll throw that. Oh, did I not actually build the thing? So, as the first episode of Wildcard, I actually kind of built 4 habitats, not just 1. So that's kind of interesting, actually. So what's the issue? Multiple habitat gates, yep, figured. Figured. Can't be easy on me. It's always got to be difficult. Okay, delete that. That should be good now? Question mark? No. Of course not. Good, 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 good. Oh, and then I just have to connect it, and then we'll be good, right? Right? Please be good. So just do this and then this. I think we can get Jaguars, hopefully. What's up, Eddie? You're back just in time for me to basically end the stream. So, yeah. So, on that note, it's 2 p.m. So, I'm gonna head off. This was a interesting build. We made a little lion house and stuff for the first episode of Wildcard. Probably will, like, continue to, decorate this and stuff. But I think it's not bad. It's certainly not bad. It's kind of blocky, and I want to fix the shape of it and stuff. But, yeah. So, thank you all for joining today's stream. Like I said, always consider becoming a Lion Rider member. I'd like to thank all of my members. Itai, Shadow Wolf, Jader TV, Sawdust Dioramas, Beyond Drew, Genevieve, Totter, Leaf Productions, Mark, Vicky, and Andy. Thank you all for supporting the channel, as always, and if you too would like to support the channel, you can consider becoming a member, and if you would like to support the channel in another way, you can also check out my new Teespring store, which is, I am posting the link in the chat, and you guys can check out all of my cool merchandise that I have. So thank you, everyone, and I will see you on Thursday. Bye, everyone.